Hi, welcome to Fishing the Midwest. I'm Mike Frisch. Thanks for tuning in. Today I'm at Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. And on today's episode, we're going fishing with Travis Hopkins, one of the salesmen here at Nelson Auto Center. Now, the sales staff at Nelson Auto is very, very friendly. They're knowledgeable. Next time you're in the market for a new vehicle, check them out at Nelson Auto Center. Today we have two how-to segments coming your way, which feature the same presentations. We're going to be with Travis Hopkins. Travis is going to throw a Ned rig, which is a finesse bait. I'm going to throw a bigger bait, and then we're going to be with our pal Lincoln Hoagland and his grandpa Les. Lincoln and Les are going to throw the finesse bait, and I'm going to throw the bigger bait. It's a 1-2 punch for bass today. We'll see what happens. Get in the boat and come along. Today we're with Travis Hopkins. Travis is a salesperson at Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. And Travis and I are going bass fishing. Now Travis is a walleye guy and he's good at catching walleyes. He's not so sure about these bass, but let's go out and see what we can do. Here we go. So we're using a 1-2 punch today. I'm using what I call the big jig. It's a 1/2 ounce jig with a plastic trailer. It's your classic jig and pig combination. Travis is using spinning gear with a Ned rig. And I tell him, the instructions I give him is, you kind of want to fish this like you fish a jig and a minnow for walleyes. This doesn't feel like such a bad one. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Boat flip, here we go. There we go. 4-pounder. Beautiful. All day long. You know what's weird? Is a fish kind of messed with it. My line was on that weed partially in the water column, so I was trying to figure out if it was weed, if it was fish, what it was. It's fish. That's a good one right there. Secret dynamite right here. Rage craw on a Texas rig, rage craw on a hack tech jig.
That one did it.
Oh, that was a nice one. I'm gonna come help you next to the boat, okay?
That actually didn't even hit the weed line.
That's a good fish there too. Oh, that's a really good fish. Take your time, buddy.
It's amazing the strength these guys got.
There we go. There we go. Nice, Trav.
My initial thought when Mike said we were going to go bass fishing, I was a little bit disappointed, hoping for walleyes, but I knew that he was a good bass fisherman and he had a good spot to take me to, so I was excited.
But what we're doing is we're targeting that weed line, and you're throwing that finesse Ned rig and I'm throwing a jig and a craw. And what we're doing to start with is out on the very deep edge. The weeds are still growing. Some of the shallower weeds are dead. So we're kind of targeting the deep edge here to start with to see if those fish are in that green coontail. And if we don't find them deep, we'll work ourselves up a little shallower.
A better one?
Out, maybe?
It's bigger than the last one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, big small.
It's a small one.
Yeah, I tell you, I said about that bait.
It's a bonus fish. Oh my goodness, they got power.
Take your time.
It's unbelievable the strength they have. It's crazy.
Good jump. Stay down, stay down. Look at there.
There you go. That's a bonus.
That's a great bonus right there.
Thank you.
You know, that dirt colored Ocho.
Thank you, sir. What is that? 2.5, 3?
3-pounder, yeah.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by G3 Boats, Yamaha Outboards, Strike King Lure Company, and lose fishing.
Got this big one flavors out in this thing. Nice pike. That's a bass. Good bass.
It's a fun sound to hear the squeal.
Yeah, it is.
All right.
Stay down. Oh yeah! Look at that one. Ooh,
That's weight in his. Yeah, he sucked that in good.
Travis, that's fish pushing 4 pounds. That's a nice fish. That's fun, isn't it? So here's the deal. Is that particular bait is a little bit more of a finesse deal. So I'm throwing that bigger jig with that craw, which is a little bit more beefy.
Yep.
But we got a really nice 1-2 punch going. We got some that'll eat that craw. If they don't want that craw, you follow up with that Ned rig. And that thing's dynamite.
Two different profiles. You got the bigger bait.
Yep.
I got the slimmer. Like
Yep.
you said, the finesse bait. It's once you said to work it slower, that's what seemed to be the ticket.
Yep. I think we're that big. I got him, I got him. He's a little big for boat flipping. Look at the fatness on that one. 2 3/4, maybe 3. He's fat. Fat and fun. Today, Travis and I are using Lew's rods and reels. And what we're doing is we're using the Signature Series rods. And the Signature Series rods are designed by various bass pros around some of their signature or favorite techniques. So they're technique specific rods. So Travis is using one that's designed for Ned rigging, designed by Mark Zona. I'm using a jigging rod designed by Greg Hackney. And we're pairing them with Lew's reels. I'll get this one for you, my man.
For once, it's your turn to grab a fish.
I turn to be the human landing net.
Trying to get him up there.
He says no.
You got some
He says I'm gonna go under the boat. Nice. Another big boy. What we've done is we have kind of recycled spots. We went back to the spot where the fishing was good this morning, and we kept a couple fish that we're going to use for still photos at the end of the day. And we noticed in the live well that they're regurgitating, I guess, crawdads, crayfish. And so what we've done is we've taken baits that are green pumpkin and have some Bama craw in them, and we've used those because the green pumpkin and the Bama craw is the same color as those crayfish parts. So really what we're doing is we're matching the hatch. I'll show you here on this jig. So this jig right here, it's missing its trailer, but if you look at, it's got great crayfish colors to it. Fish. Oh, there's a good one. Coming right in. Oh, no, hold not. Trav, you want to come grab him? Perfect. Thank you. Came back to the spot where we started from this morning. Flipped in there. That's 4+ right there. That's a good one. That's a really good one. As I said, Travis works at Nelson Auto Center in Fergus Falls, Minnesota. There's also a Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks, North Dakota. I bought my last truck at Dodge Ram. Actually bought it from Travis at Nelson. I can tell you this, the buying experience was really great. No pressure, knowledgeable people can really help you select out the right model. And now I'm doing my service work there. Their service department is great as well. My experiences with Nelson Auto have been nothing but top notch.
But our three major truck brands are the GMC, the Ford, and the Ram. And we've actually got really good inventory right now going, so it's kind of fun to see what we can move. The buying experience for me and what I expect, or what I think the customer should entail, is just that they win, that they get a good deal, and that they're taken care of. In the end, that they feel like they've got a fair price and that they've been taken care of.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's another donkey head. Boom! Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look at there. All day. Another big one. 4-pounder. Back-to-back 4-pounders. Look at that. Well, there you have it, folks. This has been a really, really good day on the water. Travis is a really good fisherman. You can tell, even though he's more of a walleye guy, you can tell he knows what to do with a rod and reel in his hands. He does a great job of hooking and catching these largemouth. And I think maybe his eyes got open a little bit to how good largemouth fishing can be and how much fun it is. Welcome back. Well, as you can see, Travis and I had a great day. Speaking of great days, next we're with Lincoln Hoagland and his grandpa Les. Grandpa and his grandson. It doesn't get much better than that. Let's go. What I like about today is actually it's one of my favorite shoots of the year. Anytime you can be in the boat with a youngster, to me that's really important because I got started fishing because adults took me fishing, and I kind of want to pay it forward by doing the same thing to take kids. So this is always an enjoyable shoot. Largemouth bass are a lot of fun, and we use them a lot as a species that we prefer, well, because I love catching them. But this time of the year, the fish are out on the deep weed line, so the weeds grow out from shore. Eventually they stop. That outside edge is what we call the deep weed line. And outside edge is kind of a highway for various fish species, including bass. So we get out on the deep weed line, we fish nice and slow, and the odds of finding some bass and getting bit are really good. Oh yeah. Is that smallmouth? I did catch some of those. Grab her, Link. Nice.
Ooh. Little guy.
Start though.
Yeah.
There we go. Good start. All right.
Bass is fun to catch. It's the fight that's fun. They actually fight more than the walleye does.
There you go. Scrapper. We start with a 1-2 punch. I have Lincoln and Les, his grandpa, fishing what's called a Ned rig, which is a small finesse kind of bait that they can fish on spinning. And if you fish it slow, you got a good chance of getting bit. I'm using what I call the big jig, which is a 1/2 ounce hack attack jig with a plastic trailer. I'm probably not going to get as many bites, but that's okay. But that big jig, lots of times will catch some of the bigger fish. But today it doesn't seem to matter. Lincoln and Les are getting after him with that Ned rig.
So why don't Batman and Robin go fishing anymore together?
Why don't Batman and Robin go fishing anymore?
Yeah.
Why don't Batman and Robin?
Because Robin eats all the worms. Because
And the fish. We got a double, Les.
nice.
That's not a bad fish. Look at that link.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
Ooh, he's big. Largemouth or smallmouth?
Largemouth. And some coontail.
He is
About 15.
about 15. All right. What I love about fishing is sitting with your buddies, and I also love reeling in the big fish. Got one?
I got another one.
Yep.
Okay.
We're doubled, buddy.
Yeah, now he's catching them. Oh, another jumper. Go, pull
I
back
got a bass.
again. Now reel. Just keep doing that.
There you go.
There
Oh,
we
yeah.
got him.
Who is bigger?
Let's measure them together. Fishing in the Midwest. We'll be right back.
Fishing the Midwest is brought to you by Nelson Auto Center, Distinctive Cabinet Design, Railblaza, and Power Pole.
Get him. I like bass fishing because you can always just throw them back in.
You got him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Good job, Link.
Thanks.
That's one of the best things in this world is spending time with your grandchildren. Spending time, especially Lincoln. We don't get to see him quite as much as the rest of the grandkids. So whenever doing this is way beyond fun.
Doubled up.
Oh my gosh, this was huge.
Keep him down, Link. How's that? Huh?
Yeah.
How's that, boys? I think that. I'm not sure whose is whose here.
Yeah, this one here is, I think this one's mine.
There's a pretty nice fish here. Hold him, Link.
You got the bigger one.
Size doesn't matter, Grandpa. Woo.
Eventually, late in the day, we end up at Lincoln Land. And we nicknamed it Lincoln Land about 4 summers ago because we had Lincoln out fishing just like today, and we got into an area where the bass were schooled up, and we caught a fish just about every cast. And when I say we, our producers and myself, nicknamed that stretch as Lincoln Land.
No wonder they call it Lincoln Land.
Yeah.
Maybe another. Oh, that's a nice one. Get him, get him.
Get him in there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Big
That's
boy.
bigger than the last one.
Okay, how do I
Got him?
like that?
All right.
There you go. Now he looks big.
So today we went back to Lincoln Land and we caught some big fish. This one's a fish for sure.
You got another one?
Yep.
Link, I got one too.
Oh my gosh.
Take your time, but you're going to get there with the net.
Oh my gosh, he's bigger than the last one.
Another big one.
Monster.
Nice, Lincoln.
Oh, you just got weeds.
Now he's out fishing.
This was the
everybody.
longest. 17.
Seriously?
Ooh, big boy.
Well, there you have it, folks. Grandpa, Lincoln, and myself. We end up in Lincoln Land. The bass are big, they're plentiful. We have laughs, we tell jokes, we talk about what we've been up to. It's a reunion of sorts, but it's a bass reunion. We probably put 3 dozen fish in the boat today, and that's another great reason to chase largemouth bass when you got kids along. They're cooperative and they're a good fight. Well, there you have it, folks. A Ned rig and a bigger jig, a great 1-2 punch for summer largemouth bass. Hey, thanks for stopping by. We'll see you again next time. As always, remember to be nice to one another and include a youngster in your next outdoors adventure.